Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs and welcome back to Pyre. You join us having just bested the Withdrawn in the last episode at the Pit of Millith, and where do we need to go from here? Even further north, of course, or as the Azure Star burning bright over the ruins of a lost frigate in the Sea of Solis. Well, I guess that's where we're going, folks. Oh my gosh, what on earth is that? I have no idea. There were some arms and the rest was pretty much unintelligible. Right you are. The right's beckoning you still further north towards the middle of the Sea of Solis. That's not good. You're joking, right, chum? Does the reader seem like the joking type to you, Greentail? We do not argue with the stars. You talk like we can just go ride right out into the water. Pardon my interruption, though perhaps we can. Tell me it's amphibious. Say what? My client, Sandalwood, he has a way of anticipating such eventualities. West of here lies a place called Big Bertrude. Alright, let's go there. A small bog dweller outpost at the edge of the sea. The proprietor is an old companion of his. She may be able to assist us. Hedwyn's smile returns. That sounds like our best shot right now. Let's pack it up and move as soon as possible. And let's hope we don't lose any more hope on our way. Let's chat to people in the wagon. First of all, the minstrel has something on his mind. Greetings, reader. It is good that you are here, for there is something that I wish to tell you privately. Do you have a moment? I shall not keep you long, though I know your time is precious. He wishes to tell you something of the rights. Absolutely, yes. You bid him to continue and make clear your interest in whatever he has to say. Very well, and thank you for your time. And I should further note, matters that pertain directly to the rights I must reveal to you alone, for I am thus obliged. In any case, when you've confronted the Withdrawn and Witch Udmild, you might recall she tended to invoke a certain name. Yes, Eslach. The astral-born monstrosity does seem like a kind of one of like the older gods or whatever. Eslach, the astral-born, I hate to say it even now. You would be forgiven if you took the ravings of Udmild for mere nonsense. However, her words, as it turns out, ring with a certain truth. I was worried about that. Before the union of the 8 scribes, when they first found themselves here in the downside, this land was even less hospitable, if that can be believed. It was ruled over by the greater titans. Okay, yeah, so it's like the old gods. We're talking Lovecraft here. The one called Eslach was the eldest and most fearsome of the lot. Just the same, the scribes managed to defeat it. They later used Eslach's own hide and ichor to bind the Book of Rights. Really? That's gross. Okay. Eslach did not truly die, for by some accounts it seems incapable of death. The creature is regenerating even now, though very, very slowly. Its vow is to devour this land and everything in it. Only then can it return unto whatever plane that banished it to ours. So in a way, it is an exile just like you. We're going to have to play Pyreball against this thing. What? If the creature should ever be reborn, it will be many ages hence. Thus, the ravings of Udmild are more or less inconsequential for the while. Let's hope. Yet the history of Eslach is inexorably linked to the rights and therefore must be known. I trust your research of the book shall lead you to discover more in time. I hope all of this is of some reassurance. Yeah, reassurance is a different word for it. And now I leave you to your more immediate concerns. I shall go check how everyone is faring at this time. Alright, so we're learning a little bit more. Do we have another chapter of the book, or is that it? Okay, we've read the Empire's collapse already, and it's not going to tell us any more about Eslach for the time being. Has Sandra got anything for us? No more scribe trials. What's on her mind? Are you sloshing all the way across the flagging hands right now? A hideous place also, I understand, for I can neither see it nor experience its wondrous aroma, as you surely can. Although perhaps you are accustomed to it now. The Nightwings of the past misliked that place, I can assure you. I kind of wonder what the deal is with the Nightwings. Like, obviously it's a specific team, but it's not always been the same people. We share a common misery. Now please leave me to mine unless there is a service you require me to render at this time. So no practice today. I think we've got enough practice for the moment until our next appointment. And I think that's it for the wagon. So let's continue on. At long last, we're going to leave this place and head over to this lovely looking spot on the corner here, which still has a lot of skulls, although apparently one of them has an umbrella, so at least it's getting some shade. And there's what is that weird tentacle thing up in there? This is the place. Let us go see my client's companion as soon as you are ready. Anything else happening in the wagon? Doesn't look like it, so let's seek Big Bertrude. Big Bertrude is a sickly gathering of bog dwellers who stay within shadows, yet you can feel their eyes surveying everything. The lone minstrel steps forward. Sandalwood sent us. Those words are enough to make the bog dwellers snap to attention. They emerge from the mud and dark and begin inspecting your Blackwagon with their strange tools. Wow, okay. One of the bog dwellers slithers forth. She is larger than the rest, and it leaves no doubt that she commands the others. So this... Thou speakest the name Sandalwood. We would know his whereabouts. Reveal them to us. Good day to you, Big Bertrude. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, for Sandalwood always spoke highly of you and your handiwork. He did he? In return, we know who thou must be. Yet thou speakest of the past. Sandalwood, doth he yet live? Speak plain and quickly. To be quite frank with you, madam, I do not know for certain, for I have been apart from him for some time, carrying out his will. Though I had every faith that Sandalwood, lives. As for his current whereabouts, I understand that he awaits somewhere near Wakingwood, beyond the waters, a labyrinth of a forest on the western half of Black Basin. We wish to seek him there, though as you can see our wagon is ill-suited for the task. The one called Bertrude frowns at this, studying the lone minstrel all the while. Indeed. Then leave us. Return at dawn. That is all. By your grace, Big Bertrude. So I guess she is going to convert our wagon into a seafaring type of vessel. Hold on, are you sure about this? Leaving the wagon in their care? All should be in accordance with my client's plan. You keep calling Sandalwood your client, he must reward you well. Aye, in a manner of speaking, he helped me find a sense of purpose that I thought lost. Well, my friend, I guess we'll see what happens, right? I'm off to let the others know. You find yourself for time with your vocations. Okay, fantastic, so we can do a little bit more of this. We could forage for some stuff, we could study global bonuses, or we could mentor one of our companions. I think we'll go mentorship this time, because I'm interested to see what the deal is with this. Having gleaned knowledge from the Book of Rites, you can impart some of its teachings. As each exile's path towards enlightenment is personal, you'll have to mentor them one at a time. So let's see who we've got. We've got Rookie and Faye are probably the lowest in terms of their overall experience right now. So I think we'll go with Faye for the moment. Help Faye gain enlightenment. At certain thresholds, her rank in the rites will increase. So let's give that a try. Me? Oh, of course. Please tell me something I don't know, for there is lots of it. You illustrate to Faye some of the intricacies of the rites, focusing on how all three in a triumvirate can move and act as of one mind. You sense she grasps some of the concepts. Amazing, and we ranked her up. Fantastic. So private lessons gain you a ton of XP. The scribes, they whisper to me. They do, from time to time. So now we get to learn a little bit more of her. And this says, tricks of the rope caller. Heightened reflex. The brief charge up time before Faye jumps or sprints is virtually eliminated. Okie doke. Or the brief charge up time before she can cast her aura is greatly reduced. I wonder if we're going to have any more like fights with the Howlers, because that would be super useful in those instances. But then again, so would sprinting. And I have a feeling jumping and sprinting is probably more valuable at this time. So the teachings of the 8 scribes. I hear them now, less faintly than before. So we have leveled her up, and there is some interesting skills further on. If Faye is banished while jumping, she shall instantly return at the origin of her jump. I maybe should have been looking ahead towards what the later skills were for some of these, but you know what? I think we'll manage. So we can continue our journey, and let's see what on earth Big Bertrude has done to our wagon. Reader, it is ready. Please come and have a look. The others are already there. Let's step inside the wagon and see what they've done. Oh, there are portholes now. Fantastic. So they have kind of waterproofed it a little bit. The Blackwagon appears different now than it did even a day before. The hull is fully sealed and reinforced, and all manner of nautical equipment adorns the port side. It has a port side now. Wow. You people seeing this? I'm going to have a look around. The wagon should be fit for sea voyage. Let us depart at your earliest convenience. What about Big Bertrude? She appears then as if on cue. Say her name and she shall appear. Tell Sandalwood he owes us twice over. If I may, Big Bertrude, you could tell him yourself if you wish to accompany us in your voyage north. Our group would welcome someone of your vast experience. Dare thee make flirtations? Well, flirtations is a strong word. No, enough. But should you see that Sandalwood, tell him also to come and visit us again. Now be gone from here and tell no one that we were paid in favours. She slithers off without another word. Soon the lone minstrel breaks the silence. We are fortunate that she assisted us, but we should go just as she said. I know the navigational controls and shall explain. This is so exciting. I don't know how to swim. Better learn fast. Tizo seems to share Faye's enthusiasm for heading out to sea. Jodariel is already a little bit seasick. Fair enough. The Sea of Solis awaits. Ahoy! Let us set sail to the... Oh, the Worm Gulf. That sounds fun. Let's go there. Already looking forward to this passage and just getting out of this horrendous swamp that keeps sapping my hope. Tally-ho! That is freaking cool, you guys. We have an amphibious car right about now. Look at the little ship. Oh, that's so sweet. So this is the Worm Gulf. It looks like there are massive, like, gems and stuff around. You and your companions watch the sea as your wagon rolls over the gentle waves. We have crossed into Worm Gulf. I hope that all of you are acclimating well. There is no acclimating to these worm-infested waters. We risk everything to sail here. As long as we follow the cold current Big Bertrude indicated, we shall be safe. If the next right is in the middle of the sea, how will our adversaries meet us there? They shall find their way as we find ours. It is all a part of the scribe's design. Now, reader, please confirm the next point on our sea journey. We seek the hulk of Orus, or Oars, I guess. I have no idea. So, we can, I guess, go there. It doesn't look like we can travel anywhere else. So, fetid waters off the coast of Flagging Hands. Navigate the maze of moors in a curving route bearing northeast. Well, I guess that's how we do. That's how we do. This place looks so interesting, though. I love the environment design in this. Is just so unique and interesting. Looks like we're making our way so far, kind of against the current over there, but I guess we have a sail of some sort. Either that or we've got a motor somewhere down there in the hull. The wagon continues rolling gently across the waves, which seem to you a welcome change of pace, having come from Flagging Hands not very long ago. Yeah, that's probably a slight breath of fresh air. Jodariel is more concerned than before. When she notices Rookie, she stops him for some questioning. Greentail, how is he doing? Who, Hedwyn? Oh, he's pretty much the same. Been up all night retching into the waters, if I had to guess. His first time out at sea? His first. She turns to you. Reader, please check on Hedwyn when you have the opportunity. He requires our support, and we require his swift recovery. Yeah, we should probably do that. Later you find Hedwyn looking out of sorts. Yeah. Oh, hello, my friend. It's just, the sea hasn't been good for me, I guess. It's funny, all this trouble just to get back into the Commonwealth of all places. Hey, tell me something. What do you miss the most about that place? Your book collection. Sure, it was highly illegal, though just the same. You miss having had access to the volumes. Had a few friends, long-time confidants, perhaps the food. Nothing springs to mind. I guess the book collection probably makes the most sense for our character. You tell them that you miss your book collection most of all after having taken many pains and risks to put it together. Ha, I figured as much. I bet they burned all of your books, didn't they? Those scum. Anyway, I'll be fine, I think. Thank you for checking up on me. You sense he wishes to be alone. There is not much to be done for him now. Too ill to conduct the next rite. May he soon get well. So I guess Hedwyn is out of action for the moment. Please again confirm the next point on our voyage. Further north, I guess. It's going to be interesting to see if we get to explore this a little bit more freely, because the adventure so far has been a little linear for my liking, but I get the sense that things are going to broaden in terms of what we can explore as we go on. Even Transistor and Bastion were a little bit linear in the way they worked. By the scribes, the sea, I didn't know it was so beautiful. Having escaped the waters of Worm Gulf, you can now see what must be the hulk of Orus far on the horizon. Not everyone has taken well to the sea voyage. I guess Tizo is a little bit seasick as well. He requires further rest. Tizo, all we can do is wish him a swift recovery. So they're talking about Hedwyn, I guess. Reader, sir, from this point our voyage must diverge from Bertrude's instructions. Please consult with your companions about which course to take. So the Underking Pass or the Fathomless Trench. Faye believes that that's the better one. Tizo wants to fish for something tasty. I like going the spiritual path with this, and I think Faye is kind of the most spiritually connected of everybody. So let's go with the Underking Pass and see what Faye gets us. I love the fact that we can just convert our thing to a boat at any time. That's so cool. Alright, what do we got? You find Faye gazing down into the depths. The water is so very beautiful and yet it's very dangerous. They always said it's very dangerous if you fall in or drink enough of it. Yes, salt water can do weird things to your brain. But the scribes, they protected us and they are watching. I just know. Even out here in the water of Under King Oars. The 7th of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Persevering or the Sea Sojourner. They urge us on. I feel it. I just know. There is no denying that the North Current sends you quickly on your way. Perhaps it is the thought of reaching land again, but you can sense a spring in everybody's step. Quickness. Fantastic. I like it. Okay, let's journey onwards after grabbing a quick buff at whatever that place was. I guess we find ourselves... Oh, right, that's the shipwreck. It's kind of being swallowed by a giant squid, it looks like. At last you arrive at the hulk of Aurus, journeying across the sea. It seems the next rite is to commence here soon. There is no sign of your adversaries yet. So let's bunk down for the night and see how people are doing. Hi, Jodie. How are you, Jodie? She's got something on her mind. Is she going to try and intimidate me again? Reader, a moment of your time. You ask what's on her mind. Hedwyn. He's beginning to recover from his illness. However, its sudden onset serves as a reminder, I believe. I've known Hedwyn since he was a child. Even now I hesitate to say that he is grown. Nevertheless, there are such things that even I would never say to him directly. For instance, I struggle with his confidence at times. Whether he leads us to our freedom or our doom, I am ambivalent. Speak not a word of this to him, of course, in case that is unclear. I shall tell him in my own way, and if and when the time requires. In any case, when times remind me of his mortal weakness, I end up having to consider what should happen should we become separated permanently. She trails off a while. What I mean to say is, you should know that I am fully pledged now to this quest of ours, whether Hedwyn is the one to lead us to its end or not. I have my reasons. One of them is him. I expect the same holds true for you. That is all I wish to say. Take care, reader. So an interesting look into how Jodie is feeling about this whole deal. Sorry, Hedwyn's status tossing and turning. Yeah, he doesn't seem to take into the voyage all that well. There's a nautical bell over here. Ding, ding. That's so cool that you can interact with some of this stuff. We also have, what is this? A silver cudgel head, a keepsake from Worm Gulf. Interesting. So we got ourselves a little goldfish now. I like the fact they're just adding character to the wagon as you go. Now, I think we got another chapter in here. That's right, down the river. The Emperor Soliamer knew naught of this, of course. His expedition yielded not the treasure he desired, but it brought him closer to his country than he had ever been before. As he travelled down the river Sklorian in pursuit of greed, he found instead an inkling of shame. He saw the sunken faces of his people, heard their words for him. In time he could not ignore it, and it proved more than he could bear. The river finally claimed him, his belongings, and his retinue. Once the people heard, I understood. They cried with joy. Perhaps he ought to have perished. But the mercy shown to him, I think, is what transformed him. There is a lot left in this book. I feel like we are going to get an awful lot of information before this game is through. Now, everyone's hope seems to have been regained, which is good. I like all the determined, ardent, righteous, that kind of stuff. Like, all of those words are pretty cool. Ruki's aura is insignificant. Everyone's got their talismans though, so hopefully we should be good for now. I'm looking forward to seeing if we get any new characters to add to our roster around here. Anything interesting at the slug market? Oh, hey you guys, fancy running into you out here right in the middle of the drink. Know what I mean? Not a lot of customers today, so have a look. I'll give you a good deal. If you give me a pinch of stardust for 6 coins. Okay, and a thorned knot. When aura casting raises the bearer's maximum range. By 8% though, so not all that great. Let's grab the stardust because that's always kind of handy. And let's see what we can apply it to. So, Ruki's talisman is definitely going to get a bit of a boost from that, but I'm interested in the other ones we have. Hedwyn is not going to be able to participate in the next rite. I kind of like the idea of Jodie returning more quickly, but that's not going to boost it all that much. The Tailwind Crest is still only going to... Oh, it's going to upgrade to 3 quickness, so maybe we should do that. I have a feeling that will be kind of useful. And I think that'll do. I can't really sell this back because it's not going to get me a great deal of money, and none of the other things here are going to be all that worthwhile, so... They're leaving, Dad. Just look at how much we got this time. Yeah, I gave you like 6 coins or something. Enough. of the shopping. Time to commence the rite. Having landed at the Hulk of Auras, you and your fellow exiles now anticipate the hour that the rites are to commence again. What do you think, Tizo? Don't I look just like Mr. Hedwyn? He's all like, I don't know. He's still worried about Hedwyn. Wait, I think... What's that? Oh, hello. It's the Black Knight from Monty Python. None shall pass. A worm of the Sea Dominion. So there are worms here. What they're all doing here, you see, playing by their ritual raiments. The nearest one somehow loosens its mask. Good sirs and good ladies. So it is you that heed the summons to glorious competition against this knight and his brigade. They're amazingly well spoken for worms. Well then, let us do battle now without delay. More than our freedom is at stake here, but our very honor, and this knight fully intends to reclaim his. Oh, and lest this knight forget, he is called Sir Gilman. He salutes you on behalf of all the Pyrehearts. Until the contest. Wow, okay. Nice. He seems like a very pleasant person after the bog witches we just fought in the previous episode. He splashes out of view just as the stars above begin to shimmer with a strange light. And the rites commence.
Relentless, aren't we, reader?
Certainly are.
Even the vastness of the sea was not enough to thwart your coming here unto the Hulk of Auras.
Well, the stars told me, so...
You are wise not to underestimate your adversaries here, despite their pitiable look.
Well, I haven't had a look at them yet. Let's find out.
To the Pyrehearts.
The Pyrehearts.
These rites are but another war to them, and that makes you their mortal enemy.
Okay, this place is just as creepy as the previous one. And the pyres are in different places, so it's a kind of different style of arena setup. Interesting. Well, 100 each way. Your fellow exiles are gathered onto the rotting deck of the Hulk of Auras as your adversaries clamber into view. Rookie pulls up to them. Say, what are you worms even doing here? Can't you just swim back to the Commonwealth or the Sea Dominion or wherever it is you're from? Haha! An excellent point. It seems then that these adversaries in the rites are clever, wouldn't you say, sire? Just get rid of them already, Gilman. As your commanding officer, this knight hereby commands it. Hark! This knight wishes to introduce his noble commander. No worm knight in history has withstood as many frontline battles. Doff your helm, sire, as is our custom. May our adversaries tremble at the sight of you. Sir Gilman attends to his commander's mask despite the protests. Oh, look at this guy. Wait, give this knight his mask. This knight hereby presents to you the great Sir Deluge, a noble visage, is it not? Sir Deluge trembles and squirms. Oh, look at his little mouth. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, so yes, you can swim or no? Ah, of course we knights can swim. All knights of the Sea Dominion can. But we are exiles in this land, the same as ye. We can swim, 'tis true, but 'tis summarily impossible to swim back up the river down which we were flushed to end up here. Nay, there is but one way to return. The rights! Silence, Gilman. Nobody cares. Back to your post. Sir Gilman hesitates, but does as he is told. Well, fair enough. This knight knows who you are, Nightwings, and he is not afraid of you. He somehow climbs back up into his mask and coils up to his full height. Now, on guard! Well, on guard indeed. Let's see what these guys have going on. And they have tiny little auras, but Hedwyn's not going to be helping us. Yeah, I have a feeling these guys have abilities that we have not yet predicted. So let's bring Jodie with us. She seems pretty good to have around. Let's go with Faye and I guess Rookie, because Tizo managed to help us out in the last time. And we're gonna need a little fast character. No way these Worm Knight bozos are faster than me. Gilman, status report. What is the enemy's position? They stand ready to confront us, sire. A very brave triumvirate they seem to this knight's eye. Brave? Air-sucking monsters one and all. Pyrehearts, be ready. Touchdown. All right. Get wrecked. Hey. Okay, they made a pass. Oh, he's leaving like this slug-like aura everywhere. Interesting. But we dunked it with Jodie. Not bad. Okay. Well, I guess we can cast our way up to these guys, but Rookie is going to be in there with the pinch. Not bad. Yeah, they're leaving slime everywhere. That's that's a problem right there. Okie doke. Hello. Okay, only 15 down, so not too bad so far. Let's I think casting is going to be the best way of dealing with these guys. They are quick. Yeah, get wrecked. Aha, power cast. Alas for Gilman. I wonder if Gilman's... Actually, Jody is kind of the MVP of this game right here. I wonder if Gilman is going to join us. I wonder. I kind of want one of these guys on my team just to see what they can do. These people with the interesting auras. Avenging Aid. Nice. Oh, what a cast. Managed it, but got taken out pretty quickly there. Yes. Get wrecked. Thank you, Rookie. Oh, the jumps. The jumps, friends. Not bad. We got ourselves a glory dive right there. And Sir Deluge. Gilman, your form is sloppy. Fight them as though your miserable life is on the line. Your words do wound me, sire. This knight gives to every right his very, very best. Though perhaps we do have much to learn from such a brave triumvirate as the one we now face. Yeah, get Gilman on our side. I like him. Our adversaries stand divided. Let us take advantage of the opening. Alright, I'm reckoning Jody up the field. It does seem to be, doesn't there? Dunk it! Hey. Well, we got 5 points in. Let's see if they do anything different. Yeah, I kind of walked into that one. Oops. Let's cast it up in here, and we've just got Rookie left, so got to be careful. Oh, dang it. There they go. They fainted on us. They were like, maybe we'll make you think we're being distracted and then just take you out. I like the way one of the Worm Knights just doesn't have a name. He's like, that one. Dunk it, Jody. Oh, yes. MVP. So good, so good. Alright, Nightwings prevail once again. I think we're doing pretty well. I expected more from the Worm Knights of the Sea Dominion. The sea was making me a little queasy, honestly, but still, we won, we won! Those worms were quick, all right, but Rookie Greentail's quicker. This knight commends you, noble Nightwings. Gloriously fought indeed, and this knight shall wistfully remember this defeat until the end of his days. Silence, Gilman! This is all your fault, and now cavorting with our enemies, how dare you! This knight was but attempting honorary compliments, sire. Is it not in accordance with the rights to praise one's adversary on a worthy outcome? Worthy? This knight will show you worthy, you miserable little minnow! You are a failure, Gilman! Get now from this knight's sight! And it seems like Gilman might be joining us after all. Oh, come on, Rookie, you're so close to level 3. Dang it. Okay. Well, hopefully Faye will get... Yes! Rank 3. Fantastic. All right. The 8 scribes, they so inspire me, and now I feel I've grown somehow closer to them? Maybe? Let's see what we can do. When sprinting, Faye slows nearby adversaries. I like that's called webbed feet. That's kind of silly. Traitor's Flight. Faye jumps and power jumps farther than usual. And we are leading towards false step. This one, Dark Vigor. While grasping the orb, Faye sprints and jumps without using stamina. Now that sounds like it would be useful, so I wonder if brief charge up time before Faye can cast her aura is greatly reduced. Let's see. Faye automatically leaps towards the orb if no one has it. That's kind of cool. Maybe we should make Faye a little bit more rounded as a character. Let's see. But for now, we are done here, and let's continue on our journey. After besting the Pyrehearts in a decisive victory, you at last return to the wagon with your companions. There is little discussion of the Pyrehearts, who seem to have already swam off towards wherever the stars directed them. Instead, your fellow exiles' attention turns toward your companion who is absent for the rite. Yeah, how's Hedwyn doing? The lone minstrel makes a sound, but no words form as yet. Something is troubling him. I urged him to remain bedridden, and he simply would not listen. I'm very sorry, but... Wait, what? Everyone stares at the lone minstrel in stunned silence. Has Hedwyn wandered off somewhere? Hey, what's with the long faces, everyone? Minstrel! I should wring that neck of yours! As I was attempting to explain, Hedwyn is already up and about. Despite my having strongly recommended further rest, those that are unaccustomed to sea voyage and take ill, they are very likely to experience further symptoms if they do not remain bedridden or at least sedentary. Hedwyn is running a considerable risk of having to spend another night in great discomfort. Well, we'll try and make the rest of the voyage a little more pleasant for him. What are you, a doctor? Nay, although I travelled once with one, extensively. Look, I appreciate your caution and concern, Tarek, but I'm pretty well accustomed to discomfort here, and I had to see how things turned out tonight. I haven't had to stay out of a rite like that before. So you're back among the living then, Hedwyn? I was just seasick. Nevertheless, your full recovery requires rest. I think we could all use some rest after tonight. Anyway, thank you everyone for your concern. I'm sorry that I worried you or caused you further burden. He turns to you. My friend, what do you say we figure out where to go next? I'm beginning to miss being on solid ground. Yeah, let's see if we can make our way to somewhere a little bit less aquatic. I wanted to thank you for conducting the rite back there without me being there. I could rest easy knowing you and the others would get through it. Anyway, I'll leave you to your reading. Can't imagine where we'll be off to next. Well, we're well past anywhere in the downside I've ever been. Even Jody hasn't gone this far. And we turn our attentions to the sky once again to seek out our next destination. We are leaving the Azure Star behind, and the next one seems to be... Where? Where is it? Well, I guess we will find that out in the next episode, folks. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Pyre. Leave a like on it if you're enjoying the series. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye for now.